everyone, it's Glenny here at the Chilton Public Library with another session of Restorative Yoga for Beginners, Gentle Poses for Relaxation and Healing by Julia Clarke. And today we're going to follow the sequence, Steady as you go. Steady as you go, a sequence to ease anxiety. And it can take anywhere from 35 to 55 minutes depending on the holds that you choose. And we are going to need a bolster, a blanket, 2 blocks or large hardcover books, yoga strap, and maybe another blanket if you want one or not. And we're going to get started with supported child's pose. And what we're going to do is we're going to be positioned with our bolster going this way on the mat, but first we're going to set up our blocks or your hardcover books. Knees wide, toes touching, all fours. First, let's get on all fours and just inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, curl and tuck. And do that a couple times. Inhaling, breathing as you look up. Exhaling, tucking the chin, arching the back, pushing down through your paws for cat. Inhaling, length, and then sitting back. On your heels, knees wide, toes touching. We're taking one, I'm going to move this on this side so you can see. This block comes here between your knees. This block comes to a T, maybe like that. What edges are we going on? So you can flat, the one about between your knees is maybe flat and the other one's a little taller. So you're at a slight recline angle. And you're simply going to sitting on your knees. If sitting on your knees is a problem, you can sit on your butt and recline, lie on your back with your legs going up here. So we are going to inhale, tuck the short edge of the bolster into your abdomen. Inhale and exhale. And just drape yourself over. Simple as can be. And we're draped. You're going to take one cheek to the mat. And close your eyes and start your 5 breathing. Adjust, notice, see what you feel. Maybe you wiggle your toes. Maybe you widen your knees a little more. You're going to place, and you want to check that you're not like dumping a lot of your weight into your arms. So maybe inhale, hover your arms. Exhale, float them down to the mat so that you're not pressuring into them. And we stay here for about 3 to 5 minutes and really focus on, I have my forearms palms up, but you can do palms down or palms up. Following your breath. 5 simple, full, expressive breaths. Inhaling fully and exhaling, emptying. 5 full conscious breaths as we settle and land. And relax. Feeling the weight of your cheek melting into the support of your bolster. Feeling your torso supported easily by the bolster. And if your mind wanders and is on its little treadmill racetrack of what to do next, bring it back to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Rising with the inhale And falling with your exhale in the best possible falling kind of way. Relaxing, melting. Filling and emptying. On your next inhale, take your other cheek to the mat. Turn your head. And bringing your mind back to the breath as it wanders. I know mine just did. And then let's inhale, sitting back on our heels. Take your hands palms down or slide them back towards your knees. And let's just inhale, look up straight ahead. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look straight ahead. And exhale, a nice chin to chest. As we just breathe some easiness into our necks here. Let's inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, tummy to spine. And then gradually inhale, coming back up to our knees. We are now going to find our way into, I think it's a seated forward fold. Let's check with Julia Clarke and see what she's got for us in store next. Supported half frog. This will be nice. This will be another reclining but long reclining. So what we're going to do for this one is find the page first. There it is. Come to your hands and knees with the bolster vertically in front of you. So you won't need the blocks for this one. So you're like this, and we're going to take your blanket to the right side. And I'm going to fold my blanket. It's going to be a nice cushion for your knee, you'll see. So we're going to be on all fours. Inhale, exhale. We're going to come down. Let's read what it says. Coming to your hands and knees with the bolster vertically in front of you. Place the blanket to the right of your bolster. Lower your hips and torso onto the bolster. Keep your left leg extended long. So this is going to be long behind you. And bend your right knee to the side so you can rest it on the blanket. So your knee should be sort of at a 90 degrees here on the blanket. It's cushioned by the blanket, so your knee is being protected from the floor, the heaviness of the floor, and then just melt down. Left cheek to the mat, or whichever side you're doing first. I'm doing left cheek to the mat, right leg is bent, and your body is supported. Hips are supported. Yes. And the left leg is long behind you. Again, palms down, forearms lightly on the mat. Perhaps inhale, hover them. Exhale, gently greet the ground. As we feel what we feel here, it's unusual, perhaps, to have a firm bolster on your tummy, on your torso. So let's just take our 5 easy breaths to land here and notice what we feel. Inhaling, rising. Exhaling, emptying. If this is at all uncomfortable, shift, adjust, move. It's not meant to be uncomfortable, but perhaps an unusual feeling to relax and release into. An unusual shape to relax into. And as your eyes are closed, exploring this posture, I'll read to us what Julia Clarke says about the benefits of this, or that it gently stretches your groin and inner thigh muscles. It helps relieve lower back pain. And if you experience pain or discomfort in your inner thigh or hip, draw your knee up higher towards your armpit. So maybe bring your knee up closer to your elbows or armpit. That's an unusual thought. And we'll take 5. Focus on your breath, and let's take 5 easy breaths where we inhale, sipping through our nose, breath, and letting it go out through the nose and in through the nose. One more breath together as we inhale. Exhale, slide your palms back under your shoulders and slowly, slowly, gently come back up. As we bend the back knee, come back to all fours. Stay there, and what we're going to do is move your blanket. I'm going to turn around, though, so that my voice is talking to you and not the wall. Same thing, other side. So we're going to be all fours, finding our comfortable way onto our bolster with our knee nicely cushioned, hips, belly, side of the face. And I have my left side looking this time. My right leg is long behind you. So maybe take it long, lift the knee, and then greet the ground. Top of your right leg is greeting the ground. Your right cheek is nicely supported. Your bent knee is at a 90 degree, a corner angle, a 90-degree angle. And again, check to see that your weight is gentle, is mostly being borne by the bolster and the floor behind you, your leg grounding down, gently lying there. Your bent knee is cushioned by the supportive softness of the blanket. And find your way with 5 relaxing breaths. Your breath, your count, your rise, your fall, your melt. And again, if you feel any pinching in your lower back, try shifting your knee higher up towards your elbows. And with your next inhale, slide your palms under your shoulders. Push back, find your way to all fours. Tuck your toes under and let's sit back on our heels for a moment as our toes are stretching, getting a little life activation there, a little stretch. As we find our third posture for the day is going to be supported straddle forward fold. That one. So what we're going to do is start in a sitting position with our legs long and wide, a straddle. And we're going to place a block. We're going to need 2 blocks. One block on like a foot from your pelvis on its lowest setting, flat down. And on the far end, we're going to have one on the tall setting, so it's like an L. And then we're going to take our bolster and place our bolster here, wide. And here we are, our wide leg, L blocks, bolster here. And we're simply going to gradually slide our way, hands forward, exhaling. And again, taking your cheek to one side will shift in a few moments, but so that both sides of our neck get a nice stretch or relax here, a little gentle relaxation. If this is too much of a forward fold, you can always take your blanket, roll it up and put your blanket on top of your bolster, and that could give you a nice cushion, a nice extra support. And here we simply breathe and we arrive, we land, a journey into our 5 relaxing full breaths that take us here, noticing what we feel. Notice your body, the weight of your heels on the ground, the weight of your calves melting, greeting the ground. Perhaps the stretch behind your knees, if there's a little one there, or in your groin. I would say also, if this is too much of a stretch, you could roll a towel or a blanket under your knees for a slight bend. Let's see what you, eyes closed, 5 full breaths. Keeps you focused on your breathing and not wandering. And why do we do this? Well, the benefits of this posture are that it gently stretches your glutes, your hamstrings, and your inner thigh and back muscles. It eases the tension in your neck and jaw. It relieves tension in your lower back, and it grounds your energy and centers your mind. Let's take your head to the other side. Bringing your awareness down to the roots of your body. Feel your hips and your legs and your feet softening as the stirrings of your mind subside. So with each inhale, a gentle sipping with each inhale of ease in, filling the belly, and with each exhale, an easing of whatever you might feel needs easing in this moment. And with your next inhale, slide your palms back a little bit and take your forehead to the bolster. Exhale, Inhale, roll yourself up. Tall. Maybe take your palms and give your inner thighs a nice smoothening. That's what we're doing. And then the tops of your legs, the outsides of your hips. As we move the bolster to one side, and take the soles of your feet together for a moment, and do a little seated butterfly. Seated butterfly as we find our fourth posture of the day. I believe is legs up the wall. This is one of my favorite restorative postures. So all you need for this is a wall and a strap. So what we're going to do, this is great anytime at the end of a long day, or if you're ever feeling tired, this is a great restorative posture. Take your hips, sort of cozy up to the wall, right hip to the side, and then simply you're going to roll back and slide your legs up the wall. And here, if you like, you can have a pillow or you can have a folded blanket here to cushion your head. I like just the yoga mat, just a nice soft yoga mat. And take your arms out, palms up or palms down, whatever you prefer. I like palms up for that outward rotation of the shoulders, allowing the backs of your arms, forearms, and the backs of your upper arms to greet the ground. And here, if you like, they say you can take a yoga strap and strap your legs fairly high up so that your legs, if they tend to splay out, you can relax into the strap. I have not done that today. That's an option you can choose to do. Legs up the wall. If you're pregnant or find this pose irritates your hamstrings, you can substitute legs up the bolster. You can have that same position for a forward fold where you'd make an L with your blocks, put the bolster down, and you could lie down and have your legs go up the bolster. This supports your body in a nice gentle inversion, taking the gravitational pressure off your legs, off your feet. It gently stretches your hamstrings, and it can help alleviate swollen feet and tired legs. It also soothes a frayed nervous system and tired mind, and can also improve sleep, which in turn can reduce feelings of fatigue. It says it is also a great pose that you can do on a layover if you're ever in an airport. Find a quiet corner out of the way and enjoy a few minutes with your legs up the wall, with your feet up, and feel the stress of travel melt away. Especially nice if you're on a long flight with your legs, your feet and ankles can get swollen. It's a nice thing to do traveling. Or car trips. Take a break at a park, find a tree, legs up the tree. Your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. It says to stay in this posture for as long as you like, really, but 5 to 10 minutes. We won't be going 10 minutes today, but you can if you like. And then if you want to hit pause and stay here longer on your machine, by all means hit pause. Otherwise, I'm going to gradually slide my heels down, roll onto one side or the other, whichever is comfortable. Find your nice fetal position. And then gradually come up. And we're going to find our way to an easy Sukhasana for a moment as we reintegrate all that upside downness, inversionness, sitting with our hands on our knees, inhaling length, exhaling ease, and finding our way eventually to the last pose of the sequence, which is Sideline Pose. And for this one, we're going to have your pillow by your head, your pillow or your blanket, whatever you prefer here. And we won't be needing our blocks, but we'll have our bolster beside our mat because we're going to be lying down. Lie down on your left side, hips stacked, legs stacked, flex your feet, point your toes, find your way onto your elbow and forearm and lift yourself up so that you're not like hanging in your joints. You're like supported. Our bottom arm here is going to come forward. Your head's on the pillow. And then you simply bend the top knee and bring it on over to the bolster, sideline position. A lot of you probably sleep like this. It's a nice, cozy, close your eyes and find your 5 breaths for arriving and noticing what you feel. This is, if you have any kind of sciatic pain or low back pain, this sideline pose is a really beneficial one for you. It can increase your comfort level. I know that sleeping at night, if you have back trouble, sometimes this can help. Sleeping, having your knee elevated a little bit to take the pressure off of the lower lumbar. And then again, if you'd like to pause and stay here longer, feel free to pause. Otherwise, inhale, take your hand up. We're going to come back up to our seated easy pose. And you can either move your pillow or move your bolster, whichever one way or the other, yourself. We're going to come back onto our right elbow and get long on your side body here. Feet are together, flexed, push down into the mat. And then we're going to simply take our underarm or right arm palm up, left arm over onto the side, and cozy up. Get cozy, get comfortable. Find a nice way of being here. Perhaps you bend a cactus arm, perhaps you're long. You make it yours. You make it work for you. This is about breathing mindfully and relaxing. Mindfully in the sense that we're not thinking, we're simply breathing and being. We're allowing our bodies to relax, re-equilibrate, mat meld, and rest. Maybe visualize with each exhale sort of a restful release. And each inhale, a soft cushioning and invitation to the rest and release. Taking the time for ourselves to be present, be still, and be relaxing. And again, I invite you to press pause and stay here if that's what feels good to you right now. And as you're ready, you'll simply take your hands down and press your way up to a nice, easy Sukhasana, cross-legged easy pose. And perhaps, if this is not an easy pose for you, if Sukhasana is sort of tight and like rounded, it really helps to fold up a blanket. And I keep forgetting to mention, I know I've mentioned it before, to sit up on your blanket really allows your hips to raise up, allows your hips to open, your knees to relax nicely. It gives you a little, and it allows your spine to elongate. So as together we inhale, breath from the base of our spine all the way out through the crown of our head. And exhale, ease. Inhaling peace of mind. And exhaling calm. Take your hands together and rub them back. Create a little heat. We've been resting. Perhaps it's cool in your room. I left my scarf and my sweater on so I could stay warmer. So let's create a little heat here together. Well, I thank you for joining me for Restorative Yoga for Beginners, Side Lying Pose, and general Steady As You Go sequence. I wish you all a steady week, steady as you go. Glad you could be here with me. I appreciate it, and we'll do this again next time. Let's see, what will it be? Next time is Let Your Soul Shine. So that'll be fun. We'll be doing 6 postures next week, letting our souls shine. So stay tuned. All the best. Bye now.